Once you ride in the car, you're pretty much hooked. It's over. Autocross is, we usually race in parking lots. We go around cones. This is not a spectator sport. It doesn't look fun from watching. It looks slow, looks cumbersome. But I've never brought someone where they didn't have a phenomenal time, ever. The stock Tesla is, it's a great car, but if you go to someone like Unplugged Performance, you're gonna have a beast. I'm Mike Parsons. I've been doing autocross for 5 years. This is year 6 right now. We usually race in parking lots. We go around cones and you do it as a timed event and you're all by yourself. They call it solo because you're not wheel to wheel. You navigate a sea of cones as quickly as you can, and the lowest time wins your class. Started off in a GTI, and then I switched over to the Tesla in my second year in 2021 to now. I've been racing strictly Tesla. I was gonna say, have you driven one? You know, it's an amazing car. I loved taking out all the mechanical parts. As soon as I started up my gas car, I felt it dying. You know, I felt, the pistons wearing out and everything just started beating itself to death. A good friend of mine, Edwin Liu, he has a GTR. It's just an amazing GTR. He has about 170 events on his GTR. And on the 171st event, he tore the torque converter yoke off. That's a really well-built car, but to compare it, I have 2,000 runs on this car plus, and I haven't broke anything. So I don't have to worry about the car. I just have to worry about me and setup. Taking that part out of the equation, it's a game changer for me. It allows me to have more fun. It performs amazing. This is the car that UP and I came up with over about 3 to 4 years of development. The EVX class. This year we're fortunate enough to run the #1 plate in San Diego Sports Car Club of America. Took us a long battle to get that. What I've got is, for this class, you're allowed the springs change, you're allowed perch adjustment change. So I have all that from UP, tow arms, camber arms, UP of course, on all that stuff. They let you tow in and out and camber in and out. That combination has changed, what, Moto, about 8 times? We've changed it. Yeah, at least, just keep trying different things. Unplugged Fukas, the front upper control arms. Race spec unplugged adjustable coilovers. Use those. Use the unplugged brake lines. Gives you a little more firm. The UP brake pads, love those. They're street and track, and they just work. They feel more expensive. They give you a lot more bite, but there's no squeal and not a lot of chalk coming off. Sway bars. Front and rear UP. UP03 wheels, they're about as light as you can get. Ever since I saw Randy Popes survive his Pikes Peak crash with these wheels, I'm sold on them. I mean, if he can go off Pikes Peak and still live, I'll run them on my car all day long. They're incredibly light. I'm hooked on UP03s. I have 3 sets of them. I think 3 or 4 Moto, is it 3 or 4? I don't know. 4. We run them in 18s, 19s, and 11s and 10.5s. It depends what we're doing.
As you saw throughout the day, you got people from all sorts, all levels, all enjoying the day, right? Just driving hard through a sea of cones, and it's a lifetime learning experience. You evolve. Your modifications also have to evolve according to your skill set. Your tires evolve, your parts evolve, your alignments evolve. So everybody's fighting for that 100th of a second here at the top level. Model 3s are just great platforms.
Oh, yes, tremendous platform.
To build that, which is unusual because EVs typically, we think of clean air and all that stuff, but this is all pure fun.
Yeah, I didn't buy it for the EV. I didn't buy it for the green thing. I love the green aspect of it, but I drew it for the fun.
Yeah.
Hi everybody, my name is Jon Bickford. I race a number 369 Tesla Model 3. This year I'm breaking in a brand new car, the Highland. I ran the previous original car for 5 years. It was built out pretty much to its maximum. It won 4 championships in 5 years with me driving and a couple other championships with other people driving. So that car took 6 titles in 5 years. It's a new beginning now, starting with the new car. So far, most of what I've done is recycled parts off of the original 2020. Most of the suspension and brakes are compatible. So I swapped that over this last week, and I'm just now getting the car broken in and getting a feel for it. So it's gonna take most of this year to really sort it out, to really make it run its best, but already the car's fast. It was running a few tenths behind Mike's car, which is another car with 4.5 years of development on it. So not a bad start. I'll be racing it next weekend and the weekend after and the weekend after that. We got the Unplugged Performance Big Brake Iron Kit. Carbon ceramic is awesome. Sometimes people have issues with them when they're cold, and the kind of racing I do, sometimes you just go out with the car ice cold. So I prefer a metal brake for that reason, but I don't know, I might look into carbon ceramics later this year. Of course, you always got to run the unplugged front upper control arms. They give you the biggest amount of adjustment available. Right now I'm running, I believe, 3.8 degrees negative camber in the front and 2.9 in the back. I think I'm probably, after driving the car today, going to get more aggressive with the toe, do a little more toe out at the front to get the front to really bite into stuff. Other than that, the back of the car felt really good today though, so I was happy with that. Unplugged sway bars, unplugged spring arms, traction arms, everything that they make for the rear of the car, pretty much.
The stock Tesla is a great commuter car, and I would never want to drive any other car to work. All my friends that were, how do I say this, really hyped up on their gas cars, I put them in the Tesla, let them do a lap, and they go out and buy Teslas. Once you drive it to work and you realize it's just effortless, the most easiest car to drive, you can, like my friend Chris. Chris has almost a $200,000 Camaro. It's got 800 plus horsepower, it's brand new, track package, and he bought a Plaid 2 months ago, and he says, I wish I'd have got this first. You know, it's just a crazy car that once you drive them, you get it. If you don't drive them, you don't get it. So everybody that I put in it gets it. Once you ride in the car, you're pretty much hooked. It's over. The autocross is not a spectator sport. It doesn't look fun from watching. It looks slow, looks cumbersome. And then when a car spins, you go, how did it spin going so slow? It is not a spectator sport. But when you're in the car, it is much more fun, dramatically more fun. Get someone to show up, and my pitch is I've never brought someone where they didn't have a phenomenal time, ever. I've brought countless people, and they have a blast. And most of them got into autocross. So get them in the car riding with you, get them in the car at the next one driving their own car, and then they're a life member. Yeah, it's that much fun. It's great. There's no pros in autocross. We're out here racing in a parking lot around cones. It's incredibly fun, and it takes about 75 people to make this happen. So it's a very friendly environment, you know, very family-oriented, friend-oriented, and you're gonna pick up 100 friends when you join me in autocross.